All right. Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in to the WTCF podcast. It's Charlie here hanging out, and I just wanted to go through last week's intention and a couple of notes that I learned from it. Let's go ahead and keep these short so you can get on with your day as well. So, last week, the intention was the magic you are looking for can be found in the work that you're avoiding. And I thought it was really interesting because during the week, I try to think about it as much as I can. So, those moments when people ask, like, a man, like, what are you thinking about? They say nothing. It's like nine times out of 10, you're absolutely right. But now when I catch myself in those moments, I can kind of think about it for a second and let my mind kind of just dwell on that thought of, all right, well, what is it? Right? Just give me some direction, give me something to think about, and maybe I'll do better with it. So the magic you're looking for can be found in the things you avoid. Well, the things that we avoid are usually things that we're not really good at, or things that are intimidating, that are scary, that are going to change us. Like in concepts of the obstacle is the way. Like I get that idea, right? Those are the things that are going to go ahead and make a bigger change on our life because they're hard and they're really tough to do and they could be really scary to get started. So we avoid those things because our comfort zone is so comfortable. I think the concept for this week is more along the lines to take a look and like, what am I trying to avoid? What are the problems within myself that I'm starting to like recognize in a negative manner? Like, all right, how is my thought process on drinking nowadays? I allow myself two drinks and I basically only get to drink on the weekends. Otherwise, I really don't want it, which is awesome. Fantastic, right? What a progress to be made. But like I still need to go ahead and understand like why am I avoiding it? Now, I do enjoy a good beverage. So let's go ahead and get a good understanding of it. So I don't want to be without or regret other silly things. I can learn my moderation, right? There's other things that I've been trying to learn over the month, trying to understand more about patience and temperance and being better about those things. So you think about it. Or other things that I actively went out there and avoided, right? Where maybe I could have put more work and effort into something else at my day job. Some of that stuff I've actively avoided. I get my work done. That's not the question here, but I could do better. I can do a little bit better. It's not going to be that much harder. Why am I not doing that a little bit? Not even that much. And then, all right, when it comes to the business, what am I avoiding? Right? What are the things that I should be spending my time on? Who are people I don't want to go talk to, but I need to go talk to them? But it becomes a learning process. So now you start to go out of your way to find some of that discomfort and start to recognize that that can be a perfectly comfortable place to be. And it's really hard and it's really scary to go into those places. But sometimes there's like this wonderful magic. It's not hard at all sometimes. Sometimes you wander into that space and be like, all right, I've been avoiding this one. You check the button, you're done. Like, why are you putting this off? A bad example, when I deal with my own laundry, I seem to forget it most of the time. So I end up basically sometimes drying it twice, not the best thing, but um, it'll sit for a little bit too long, or it'll sit clean, just rolled up on my bed, and I'll let it sit there for like the entire day. And I had time to go do it, but I kept putting it off. And then some days it just gets pushed onto the floor, and then you start the next day, and you're like, "You piece of shit! Why did you? Now you have to pick it up off the floor. You could have just put the shit away and been done with it." I think of the same things with when it comes to like my meal prepping and my scheduled eating at this point, where all right, I need lean protein, I need a easy to digest carb and vegetables. That'll get me through most of it. I'll find the rest of it as fillers, right? As long as I kind of just maximize those ones. As the winter keeps showing up, I want to put on a little bit more size. So again, I'm going to start to bulk up, but we're going to see what kind of happens when I can just standardize those pieces and then eat a little bit freer around it. I avoided that stuff because I got scared that I was just going to blow up my weight again. But now, through the plan that I'm working on now, I'm going through my second run of power building, and I'm just really hungry to start out. I'm 2 weeks into this thing, and my hunger is skyrocketed. It could be because it's getting cold. It could be because my brain is going elsewhere. I'm avoiding other stuff. But again, it gives me an opportunity to kind of think through. And now I can get really excited about the food that I eat because I can make these little changes and buy a couple of different ingredients here and there. And I don't have to do a ton. It becomes easier to just kind of do that other work. So sometimes that work that we avoid is just so easy peasy that we just need to knock it off our plate and be like, dude, I'm done with this one. Let's keep going, and get on to the next thing, get on to the next thing. That's all I really wanted to talk about today. I want to keep these things moderately short. Why should I waste your time? You got shit to go do, so go do it. Good luck.